Good morning, Deb. How are you going today? Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name's Suzie, and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. So if you have any need for paper craft things like stamps, dies, paper, glues, gems, whatever, I can help you out as long as you are in Australia and you don't already have a demonstrator. So all my information is in the more box below. So you've got my shop with me, which is up there in the corner that you can put your mobile phone on, and it'll take you to my shop. And I've just tested it. It did go there because, I don't know, it must have got corrupt or something. And it wasn't going to the correct place. So I've just redone that, and I've redone my links down below. So everything should be all right. So here we go, Fun Fold Friday. So I always love this time. Try and find something that's different. And I spent some time last night doing it and cutting out all the bits and pieces so that it doesn't take forever to do. Hi Tanya, how you going? Lovely to see you. So that's what we're doing today, is a fun fold. I did try to find something that I could actually use the brushes on, and I couldn't really find anything I like, so I actually coloured them with blends, and I'm not sure if I'll use them yet anyway. So we've got 28 today, and it's hot enough or humid enough now that it actually might storm later on this afternoon. Hi Glenda. Hi Sue, how you going? Lovely to see you. So I'm just trying to think. Oh, yesterday I redid the card. So I used my Stamparatus, and there's just a little bit where it didn't take. I cleaned the stamp, and I must have re-stamped it about half a dozen times. So I don't know what to go with it, but it didn't turn out too bad. But I didn't put the colouring on the brushwork. So, and I stuck that over the top of the other one. So there we go. So I'll have to remember to use my Stamparatus when I'm doing big stamps, that's for sure. So thank you, Kim, for reminding me that I needed to do that. Hi, Holly, how you going? So I'm going to go down now on the to the desk, and we'll have a look at what we've got today. So just bear with me while I change my camera over. And of course, check my audio because it keeps dropping out. For some reason, when they do upgrades and that, something always goes wrong, that's for sure. So it's getting quite warm in here now. All right, so what we've got is a fun fold. And I made this up last night. So that, and I put all the how much they are, like what it's called. It's called a large panel shutter card. So that's what it's called. And you can actually have it so it's either sticking up this way or you can do it so that it's sticking up the back way, but I want it at the front. So it's a 12 by 12 paper. So it's 12 by 7 and 7. So you need the white. Hi Kim, how you going? I found my stamper artist, Kim. So we're going to use a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. Where did, oh, here it is. So I've got some stuff here, but I'm going to move it out of the way. Otherwise, I'll hit it with my trimmer, and that will be it. So as you know, with the trimmers, you can extend the arm out, which I really love on this. So we can go to 7 inches. And I'm going to cut that there. And then we're going to 12 inches. And that should be correct. Yep. So now I'll just put that there for a moment, and I'll get a pencil. And I need this. So we've got to mark. We've got to go the long way, and we've got to mark in 1/4 of an inch. No, 1 1/4 inches, sorry. So 1 1/4. And put a little mark there. And then 1 1/4 this way, and do a little pencil mark. Then turn it around. Hi Glenda, I'm not sure whether I said hello to you before or not, so hello. So again, turn it around, 1 1/4. And 1 1/4 this way, and just make a little pencil mark. So then I'm going to take this, and I'm going to score on those 3 inches. I'm going to score 3 inches. Now, I'm only going to go down to that mark. So that 1 1/4 mark. So what you can do if you want is just put your ruler there, and if you want, you can draw a straight line. So just lightly, and then you can go to 3 inches, and we're going to score that just down to that line. I don't know what that was. So I didn't quite go down to the 3 inches. And then we're going to do the same again. So this time we're going to measure at 9 inches. So we're going to go to 9 inches. And again, we can put our ruler down and just make a slight line there. So 9 inches and go down to that mark. Okay. So I'm going to do it again on this other side. So we turn it around. There's our 1 1/4 inch mark. And just do that, make sure it's straight. Put a slight line there and put it to 3 inches. Okay. And then we're going to put a score there. Then we're going to go to 9 inches again. So 9 inches. And we're going to make that mark again, just so that we know where it goes. So go to 9 inches. And then score down to that mark. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to cut a line so that we've got this piece here. So at the moment, we've just done these. And then we're going to score here from that 3 inch mark to that 9 inch mark. And we're going to do that on both sides. Okay. So we're going to line it up with that dot at the top. Get rid of our score blade. And bring our cutting blade down to 3 inches. And then I'm going to cut it to 9 inches. And then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to line up that dot. Now my trimmer is already on 9. So I'm going to take it back up to 3 inches. So now we've got, oh, that's a bit fluffy, isn't it? Should be all right. I don't think it'll show. So we've done that now. So we've got our cut lines from 3 inches down to 9 inches. Okay, so then I am going to score the center section only at so it's going to sort of at 4.5 and 7.5. So just this middle part here. So we'll get our score blade up the top again. And I'm going to cut it at 4.5. No, I'm going to score it, sorry. In this middle section. And I'm going to put a score in there. And then I'm going to go to 7.5. And I'm going to score that middle section there. So why... Hang on. So then we've got to score at 6 inches. Oh, I thought that looked a bit funny. And again, just the middle part. Make sure you got your scoring blade. And then we can fold it and score it. Put that away for now. I'm going to get my bone folder. And I'm going to make sure that they have nice creases in them. So we have a valley. A mountain. And a valley again. Okay. Then oh, that's right, I've got to score right down at 6 inches. Good job I checked that, isn't it? So we went at 6 inches. Otherwise we won't get our other fold in. So on the 6 inch one, go all the way down. There we go. Sometimes I write it out what I have to do, and then I can't read my own writing. So that is a mountain fold. And this one is the mountain fold. And that folds. So that's what we have. Hi, Sarah, how you going? Okay, cool. You're going to listen while you're working. What a great idea. Sue does that as well. Now, I've cut these out. So my little pile of goodies here. So I've used, and I don't know whether I really like it or not, so it's that Earth Tones metallic. So it probably looks all right when you get together with it, but okay. So firstly, I'm going to take these big squares and they will go on each side. So they will go like that. So we're going to glue those down. Now I filled my glue gun up yesterday as well. So, and I use, to do this, I use the Distress tiles. So that's what I use on the earth tone. And as you know, because we have embossed this, we're going to have to put some extra glue on. I know I tell you every time that you've got to do this, but someone might be new and not listening. So, and listening, I mean, not listening, and listening. And they might not know that. So, just in case, and I'm going to take my black. Now, my MAC card of the black is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay. And then my pattern is 4 by 4. So it's just got that tiny little border around. Now you can, if you want, do the whole section here and do one piece from top to bottom there if you prefer. But I wanted to do it with the squares, and I wanted to show off this earth tone with the embossing folder because I think it makes it look really nice. So I've got the card worked out, that's fine, of what I'm going to do. But I don't know what else I'm going to do. So I cut some things out and we'll see what we end up with. Oops, I slipped that a little bit too far then. So it'll take a little bit to stick. Oh, quite effective with that, doesn't it? You love the folder, Kim? Yeah, so do I. Looks nice. Thank you, Holly. So now we're going to put our black mat. And then I wondered whether I should actually do it in reverse and put the foil on underneath. Now, make sure when you do it that everything folds nicely. Hi, Tanya. I can't remember whether it's a hi to you or not, Tanya. And then we're going to put this other piece on here like this. And I've left a little bit of white. And we'll remove those. I've got an eraser, so I'll do that. I'll erase them. So we had a little bit of a catastrophe yesterday. And I put Zeus outside once the shade gets over. And that was fine. And I sat on my egg chair to watch him and Bear. That's all right. So Bear was trying to get Zeus to play with him. So these two pieces here will go on here, on each side. So, and he's got a crocodile to play with a squeaky. And Zeus was just sitting there watching him while he's being a puppy, and he looked like a little spring lamb going up and down. And he was trying to get to play with Zeus. And of course, Zeus wasn't having a bar of it. He would just looked at him to say, "What are you doing?" So that was okay. And then Zeus wanted to come inside. And Bear was trying to play with him still. And he was pushing his toy crocodile towards Zeus to play with, which was really cute. And I got Zeus off his run. And I was walking back to the steps. And Bear decided to come right up to Zeus to play. Well, Zeus turned around and hissed, and the claws were going. So I dropped Zeus because I didn't want to be in the middle of a fight sort of thing, because Zeus had his claws out. And he ran straight to the back door and waited for me to come and open the door for him. He was a little bit of a scaredy cat. Well, it was funny. Now it was funny because otherwise he might have run away. But lucky for me, he went straight to the fly screen door to come inside. So there we go. Once again, check that it'll fold. Now these pieces, we've got 8 of these, and these will go on here and up the top there. So we're going to glue 8 pieces. And then he wanted to play with me, and I've got a scratch right down my leg because his claws are sharp. Oh, he doesn't know he's just a puppy. He wants to play. But I found him yesterday pinching washing off the line. Luckily he didn't take any. I have a maiden there that I put clothes on because I can only use one line of the clothesline. Otherwise it's too high for me to get. Just take a fraction off that with the scissors. That's better. And Paul was late home last night, so he forgot to take the food out for him, the bear. So I had to unfreeze it in the microwave. Why are these? Oh, I cut that one wasn't straight. And I took a bit too much off it. So this part's a little bit tedious. I don't know how come they're just that little bit over. So I'm pretty sure my appointment on Monday with the Royal Brisbane is at 11 o'clock. So what I'll do is Monday I'll do a late one. So not knowing when I'm going to get back. So once I get home, I will put it up for the notification to come. I should be home by about 2, I think. Oh, okay, Kim, I hope everything's all right. Take care. I hope whoever it is okay. Last one. But all these bits stuck to my scissors. So you must have a really, really close relationships, Kim, with all your people in your unit complex. Which is great. All right. So we've got 8 pieces. So these now go here, here, there, there, and then down the bottom. Okay. So we'll glue these into place now. Yes, glue pairs for everybody. Actually, I might put that a little bit. Now, I cut these out specifically to the size that, this is one of I's images. So these are 8, so you've got 1 inch of 2 3/4 for the mat, and then you've got 3/4 by 2.5 for the foil. Looks like they could have been a little larger, I reckon. Leaves an awful lot of white space. Just, oops. White space around it. There's been a lot of things happening around the world. was it the Philippines or something had, I don't know whether it was a flood or an earthquake. I remember seeing something going on. If I'd put this together last night, instead of just cutting the things out, I would have actually taken these to a couple of fractions over what she's got here. For me, there's too much white space between. I could have used a different colour card, I suppose. And the last one, all right. So there's our card. It's quite a bulky card, isn't it? So just checking too that, oh, I've got an itch on my back. Sorry about that. So with the two layers, the mat and the top, it is quite a bulky card. So now what to do with it? So I did some cutting out last night. Just get rid of those marks. I wanted something that I could use the blending brushes with. I couldn't think of anything to come up with. So what I did was some gold snowflakes. With another snowflake in the middle. So like that. And then I thought of cutting these pieces up here in the gold. I've got some black. So I did some of those in the copper, but I didn't want to use those. So I went for the gold. And I didn't have much gold left. I've got to get some more. So they will go. I'll cut them, of course, but they will go on each like that. And then I cut these out. You like that, Holly? Thank you. And I thought maybe I could cut these and put them around. So what do you think? Would that be all right? Let's go with our little gold bits first. So I'm going to have to cut them. Oops, stuck to me. So like that. So we're going to put just a dab of glue. Actually, I need my tweezers, don't I? And I'm just putting that in the middle. Should I put... Oh, look, they're only just going to fit. Just a little dab on each of the berries. I think they're berries. Then we have to just hold it down for a minute to stick because it's on the foil. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do with this. Yeah, we hope everyone will be okay, Tanya. So I'm just putting a dab on each one. And then I can maneuver it into place. Oops. And then just hold it for a second. Get rid of any glue that's sort of oozes out. Oh, thank you, Holly. Yeah, these, I thought these looked rather cute. I would have liked to have found something that I could have used the brushes on, but I couldn't think of anything. And you never know what it's going to look like till you put it down. We'll sort that out afterwards. I did do these, so I didn't know whether to do that, but I think the gold snowflakes look nice, and I'll pop those up. The part come for Paul's car yesterday, so I'm hoping that he can fix it. I didn't cut that one real well, did I? So my washing's done. Excitement, of course. Where's my other bit? Oh, here it is. Look, right under my nose. That one's a little short. Might have to just cut another piece. So he's riding his motorbike to work at the moment. So hopefully it doesn't rain on him. Person could go cross-eyed doing this, you know. Oh, thank you, Sue. Thank you, Deb. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut another piece, I think. Hi, Kat. How are you? Hope you're well. Lovely to see you. So, in the beginning, I fixed up all the. You're in Scotland. Beautiful place, Scotland. Now, all the years I lived in England, I never went to Scotland or Ireland. It's going to be too short. Until I went back in 2000. Where was it? No, it wasn't that one. No. Gotta find which one I took it out of now. Got to get this sorted out too over the weekend. It's not that one. I think it was out of branching out. Yeah. So I'm just going to quickly cut a piece of gold out. I only really want half of it, don't I? But we'll cut. We'll use our mini for that. Have things on the floor all over the place. I'm finally getting my my stamps sorted, which is good. I put my papers and Zizzy's come back. Both of my sons says it's evil. He's got a funny eye, which he was born with. because he's put me in a hospital twice, my boys say he's evil. Poor little man. He's mischievous, very mischievous. He's very smart too. You can see his brain ticking over to what he wants to do. There we go, that didn't take long, did it? Where did that go now? Ah, in my dress. So that's decorated other things. That's okay. Now, I'm going to stick this one. I'm going to glue this on to here like that. Now, I could stick it up with a little mini, couldn't I? I think we'll do that. We can always change our mind. That's a big one. I've got 3 big packs going. So we'll use this one because it's got the most out of it. All right, so I'm going to take a mini. And I am going to pop it on the back there. So it's got to be matched up with these other ones so that it looks its part. And then we will put dimensionals all around this one to give it a bit of height, a bit of a 3D effect. So I'll put a couple in the middle so it holds it down. And then try and get it in the middle-ish. Oops. Came off. So I was thinking of putting these down here, but I think it might overdo it. What do you think? Because it'd have to be a long one. But at this stage, it won't have anything on there. So I was looking at card surgery again. Now tell me, do you think we should put these black prongs in there, or should we leave it out? Let me know what you think. Black prongs or not? I don't know. Now I've got some little black pine cones. You think it's pretty, just the black does that a little something, doesn't it? Maybe just the front with a couple of pine cones. So take these out. Yeah, just the front. And a couple of pine cones hanging off. Well, it's a good job I did 8 of these, so we can just put them like that. Oh, you meant fronds, not front. So maybe a couple from a couple of cones. So just stuff a mouthful of coffee. Yeah, I thought the pint, the black added a little bit to it. So we'd have to glue, oh, that one's there because it's on the, under the dimensional. Well, we could either put them there or we could put them on the side bits. Or we could just add. Just looks like it's hanging off there. You're confused now? So just like that. Where's my other pine cut? Oh, here they are. Look. So I did 8 of these last night because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. It's a bit of that design as you go. Yes, perfect. Thank you, Tanya. When I was doing it last night, I thought it needed something. So there we go. Now, let's do the other one. We'll take our minis. I thought I saw one that, yeah, I did, that had the top taken off it. So line it up, lining it up with these other ones here. So then it looks like it's part of it. So everything you see me use today, you can get in my shopping link either below or on my front screen, on the screen there, is my shopping link. So you can go to either of those. If you have any questions, send me an email or a text. That's all in the more box below. There we go. I don't like the way that one's cut. Yep, there we go. That will hold that one down there. And that can hold that there. Oops. Okay. Another one. I want one more. And I'll put another one there. It does make it rather thick. There's a lot to it. So it'd be a card that you give, not one that you post, I should imagine, because the thickness of it. Now, to finish it off, I'm going to I'm going to have to buy some more black card again. So I got the twine out because I didn't know whether I wanted to put twine, gold twine on them. So I'm going to I'm going to do it 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Then I want a piece of white. And I'm going to do that 4 by 4. So I'm going to what do you think? Should we make it a Christmas card? I think we should make it a Christmas card. Looks a bit Christmassy, doesn't it? So I'll put my Merry Christmas. And I'm going to do that in Secret C. She says, where's the Secret C? I've so much stuff on my desk. It seems to be the norm. Have stuff on the desk. Yeah, I think the Merry Christmas would be okay. Well, I don't know where it is, so... Oh, there it is. Oh, just pulled one of my paint ink stands down. Secret C. We'll put that in the middle. Oh my giddy aunt. Now I don't know where the black piece that I cut should be over here. What is going on? I know I cut it. Oh, I would just cut another piece. It's around somewhere. Probably right in front of my nose. That's 4 by 4 1/4. So 4 1/4. 5 4 1/4. Don't lose it this time. So that will then go on the back. And if you want to like put a message on there, you can put another piece of wire on the other side. And as I say, it'll probably be one that you actually put with the present. And there's my square. Do it every time. Told you it'd be right in front of me. So there's our bit on the back there. Now I did have gems. So these are rhinestone basic gems. Oh, I got lemon stuck on the back of it for some reason. So I just thought I'll put a little one in each of those. I don't think it needs any more than that. Just to give it that little bit of glam. And we'll flick some Winker Stella just over it. I wonder if we just put a bit of wink on the gold. Just give it an extra bit of sheen. Just so we got a bit on the black part as well. So this is another one of Ice Images card. So just the card base is to her dimensions, and the rest is my interpretation, I guess you could say. Maybe put a little bit on her cones. Can never have too much wink. Nope. I'll just flick a bit. So there's our card for today, our fun fold, and we've got our message bit on the back. So there we go. Bit of a glitter, isn't it? I'll come back up the top. Just bear with me. Okay, there we go. That's our card for today. So I hope you enjoyed it. So if you like my card and what I do, please give me a thumbs up. Ring that notification bell, and if you can, share it to your Facebook or whichever, so that everybody gets to see it. Facebook and YouTube like it when you do that. So thank you, ladies. Been lovely chatting with you again today. So Monday, as I said earlier, it's probably going to be a late one, due to me going to the hospital. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Lovely. So I hope everybody has a great weekend, whatever you're doing. And if you're driving on the... Good night, Sarah. If you're driving on the road, please be careful, because there's just been so many accidents just lately. And I always say to my kids, you know, you're driving a missile. If you hit something, you know, it's not going to be just a light tap, especially if you're doing like 100 k's on the highway. So just be aware of other people on the road. So it's getting to the silly season, I'd say. So thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me today. And hopefully I'll see you on Monday. Oh, you'll be in Colorado next week. All right. Well, you've always got the replay, Sarah. You're going for work. Ah, lovely. Very nice to be able to travel around with work. So, there we go. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care, and I hopefully see you on Monday.